Hi guys, it's 7th of February 2024 and I have here three orchids that are in flower. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the biggest one. Okay, this one guys is called Encyclia Green Hornet. I don't know why it's called, well, I suppose because the flower is green, that's why it's green, but it doesn't look like a hornet to me. It's more like an octopus orchid, guys, hence the name. They call this too octopus orchid because as you can see, it looks like it has tentacles. Look at it, guys. That's the sort of like tentacle, and that's like the head in there. So there's two how you say this one, like flower stalk in here. It is a fragrant flower. Encyclia, most Encyclia guys are fragrant. So look at it, guys. It looks like actually like a head, like a lady's head, but it has tentacles. So they call this one also octopus orchids. This is a big specimen here. I took it from one of my tiny greenhouse stands. I separated it, guys, when I brought it inside the house because it has slug trails. I don't know if you can see it well. It's got slug trails and I don't want them to be mixed with my other plants, so I kind of like separated it for like 3 to 4 days, waited for the slugs to come out. So we catch 3 slugs and we just flushed them. Okay, so guys, actually this one needs a repotting. I'm not sure if I am going to divide this one or I'm just gonna leave it as a big specimen. That's because I haven't watered this one for a few days. The pseudobulbs have shivered, so I need to water this probably tomorrow after repotting. Maybe I'm just gonna keep it in my big greenhouse to avoid the slugs from destroying. It is, those slugs actually destroy. If you can see, this one is like a, as you can see, there is a damage in this flower stalk in here. Slugs actually likes eating this one, and there is a few damages on the flowers as well. So it's kind of really difficult to get rid of slugs, guys. You put slug baits, but then again after probably a month they're gonna come back, so they're really they're a pain. Okay, so I'm gonna discuss the second one here, not the smallest one yet. This one here, this is called a Neofinetia falcata. This is a Japanese and Korean orchid. There's the photo here. It actually fell from the label. Okay, so they said that this is the first orchid that was grown in Japan. I'm not so sure if it's indoor or outdoor, but some people, guys, they grew this one planted on a ball of sphagnum moss. So you can see in the photo there, there's a sphagnum moss and it's on top. So my one is sort of like leaning at the side. I probably need to rearrange this. if you look at it online, this is a cold growing, but I'm actually very surprised, guys, because here in Sydney, especially here in the west, we can get to like as high as 45 degrees Celsius, and I don't really notice any problem with this plant. So it can actually grow in a range of temperature or weather conditions. So it can grow cool, cold, warm, hot. So this is a highly recommended plant if you're a beginner or you just want something that's easy to grow, very resilient, and plus it's a bonus too, guys. This is actually fragrant. It was described as smelling like vanilla and jasmine. I think it's more on like jasmine than vanilla, so it really depends. Smell is subjective, guys. So color of this one, this is a cross of Shoteno cross Kyoto. I think Kyoto is a place in Japan. I'm not sure about Shoteno. This one is actually not pure white, as you can see. It's got a hint of like pink to it, a very subtle pink coloration. So very easy to grow. I don't even put a fertilizer, it's just flowers. So it's awesome. And the last one, guys, I got here a, should I say, super miniature. Very small, guys. This is the smallest orchid pot. You can see this is a 55 mm small pot, and this is a, I'd say, a miniature orchid. Don't know if it's familiar to you. This is called a Haraella. I'm not sure if it's pronounced right. Haraella retrocalla. It's a native from Taiwan. Didn't take long from flask to flower, maybe a month or less. The good thing about buying miniature orchids from flask is that sometimes when you acquire them, they're already flowering size because they are just too small. And this is super small, guys. You can see how giant my hands are, and I've got small hands. You can see how big my ring is compared to the flower. It is a very small plant. It was described as a citrusy fragrant flower, but I at the moment couldn't detect any citrusy scent. All I can smell is the smell of the sphagnum moss. I can smell like a damp smell to it. And so it didn't it wasn't open for too long, guys, so probably it's gonna take some time for the flower to develop a fragrance to it. So look how cute it is. It's a tiny plant. Before this flower opened, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen like 1 or 2 buds before, but it it aborted. It didn't continue. I don't know if it's like insects or the weather condition, but luckily this one opened for me. So compare it to the Neofinetia falcata here, which is actually just also a small plant, and you can compare the size. You can tell how very small Haraella retrocalla is, and compare it to my Oncidium here. An Oncidium, this is an Encyclia. Sorry, it's called Encyclia. Encyclia is not really a very big plant, but if you compare this one, it's super tiny. It's just like comparing planets. This is Pluto, and this is Earth, and this is Jupiter. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Yeah, it's the first time this is actually the first time I've owned this plant. So, grown from flask. This one, I acquired this as a seedling. I've already divided this few times. And this one I haven't divided. Probably just gonna keep it like this. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, guys. I think that's all for today. And stay safe. Bye.